Good morning, Ramon. Good morning, Team Steam. I woke up to snow today, so I'm not really happy about that. I kind of feel like it's always, time for spring. So I don't know what's going on. I guess the only good thing is my mom is making me a bunch of banana bread. So we're kind of part of a little, co-op for local growers. And sometimes they give us bonus stuff. So this time it was like, I don't know, 40 bunches of bananas. And there's no way I could go through all those. I tried to eat like 3 bananas a day, but now I'm looking forward to a lot of banana bread. So pretty excited about that. How was your night, Ramon?
Pretty good night, Mindy. Good night of sports action. Can't say I'm eating some berries here. I don't have anything that's particular, but yeah, it was a good night over for the handicappers, including you and I and Team Steam. Good
Yay,
job,
Team
everybody.
Steam.
Another day here on the show yesterday, and we're excited today's action because of the playoffs will be all day. Basketball and hockey got the full complement of 4 games in each. So to have everyone here filing into the chat early on, we'll say hello to some people and say hello and good morning to you, Mindy Hahn, the Midwest's premier sports handicapper. I'm Ramon Scott coming to you from Sports Betting Capital here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And this is the morning steam for Saturday, April 22nd. Yeah, coming off a successful night, well, Mindy, we got to be pretty happy with the way things went. We'll show everyone, and we'll just start by saying hello to some folks in the chat to give out hopefully some free winners today. We'll start with I figure start with the playoffs today: basketball, then hockey, then baseball. Even though there's a nice complement of day games. For a Saturday, I think there's still plenty of night action as well. Hey, if you want to stay in from the snow, I don't know. I'm sure in a few generations it'll be cold in the winters, cold in the summers and hot in the winters. The world will be upside down, and All right, let's say hello to a lot of our friends that were here. Curtis has been getting here early. Hope he's doing good. He's been overseeing the place pretty much of late. And Brent's here today. NFL to this lady is a lot of crap. Who is this? Who is this? A new person here.
Right?
She must have been busy this week. Hopefully she makes it through. We're gonna get to hockey. We'll go basketball, hockey, and baseball. Steve is here. Bionic been doing a great job for us. Sue, she's here today. And Damon's here. 76ers or Nets? 76er Nets. Here's Ash. Hello to Ash.
Hello. That's spooky, scary.
This is like an intellectual owl, it looks like to me.
Huh. It kind of does. Now that you say that.
It looks. Oh, Ash says, "Look, she's usually here, but wasn't not able to chat usually. So that's great. Hi, Ash. And Jay Smooth, Butterscotch, here today. Darren's ready, and Langston's joining us today as well. Let a few more come in before we get rolling with the free picks. Massive card. I feel good. We got to feel good after what happened yesterday. Let's take a look over at Tony'sPicks.com. Fernando's here as well.
Good morning.
All right, Mindy. This is what the leaderboard should look like. Remember the days? Remember the days?
Remember that?
Here it is. First off, though, that's just another. Daniel continues to perform well with his handicapping. Perfect 5-0 day. So we definitely will start right there. Shout out to Dave. But then, Mindy, you and I both went 7-4. Ironically enough. And
Copycatter.
huh?
I said you're a copycatter.
That was great. You did get a little bit more units there, just by a little bit. And our morning steam picks, the 6-3-1. Add those up, 20 wins, 11 losses. Oh, that was a good day for
I think we'll
you
take it.
and I. And morning steam team definitely helped us out big time. You won the challenge yesterday once again. There's Sam 2-0. The IP account 67%.
That's
That
it.
one, yeah, we could, yeah, that one, and also Ben and Sean, also 2-1. For the 7 days over at Tony's Picks, it's Colin Brown up 1,100. Hollywood Sam, 75%. Mindy, right there. 8+820 units. Daniel Wolosachuk, you see that strong performance. Here's our morning steam team, Mindy, for the week. Profit, good record. And I'm up there as well for the week and the VIP account. For the last 30 days, Hollywood Sam, that is an excellent record.
I guess.
And up 2,700 units. Sam is back in form. Hey, it's the NHL playoffs, so you know Sam is coming in hard with some good NHL selections. Collins is there, plus 2,500. The VIP account also very strong over the last month. I'm there up and down over the last 30 days, and so is Daniel. And Ralph and Sean are also in the profit. And I'm going to hit the 6,000 mark today. I almost want to promise, but we'll see. Good card. Good card. I feel good about this card. All right. Don't forget about our premium picks here at Tony'sPicks.com. Yes, we're going to give you a bunch of free winners in just a moment. Complimentary selections here on the Morning Steam. That's what we do. Mindy and I, we bring you live free sports picks 6 days a week here on Morning Steam. And, of course, we get the contributions from you in the chat. But our best picks over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can use the promo code TonyT at check, save 20% off the premium pick packages. Well, we give out premiums here on the show, or at least we say they are premiums. And I do feel that way when I say that. I'm not just something about, like I said, sometimes we pivot off each other a little bit, or I pivot after your pick. Take a look what we got there over there. Daniel today's got a 5-pack, 3 in Major League Baseball, 1 in hockey, 1 in the NBA. Ben's got a 3-pack in baseball, and Tony is loaded up here as well for a 3-pack on Friday, 2 in the NBA and 1 in Major League Baseball. I want to mention right there, look at that. Nick Lagaretos has got some action from Germany early on, including a game that starts here at the bottom of the hour between Cologne and Hoffenheim. So if you want to get started on your morning, I know that one probably, I guess I could check. I'm sure it's ESPN Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Tune into this one. Pick up $25 right there. Clagaretos, Cologne and Hoffenheim in just a few minutes, and have some action. Maybe you're already in action with some of this soccer early on here. Good day in soccer. Well, I'm ready to open up my Major League Soccer card. Maybe today. I don't know. I do need to want to see a few more winners out of my beta, and maybe they can get going. But yeah, I see the card here. There's the Hoffenheim Cologne game. I'm looking at my ESPN. I'm watching some Spanish action right now and some other German games. So should be an awesome day of action. All right, those are don't forget, those are our premium picks at picks.com. Use the promo code Tony to check out, save 20% off all of our premium pick packages. Click on the Handicappers tab, find the handicapper of your choice, and get signed up. Maybe I'm the handicapper of your choice. What you see there, and then the packages are there. And always check our records too. Make sure that so what you see is what you're getting. And I had some winners yesterday for sure with that day, with those. Mindy, I don't know if you caught some of that late action tonight. There you see the LA Kings. They won. Maybe a little bit of controversy
Right.
at the end. I don't know. It sounds like you maybe did stay up late, or at least saw the highlights of the game.
Actually, I did not watch it live. So for me, I've only seen the highlights thus far. So I took my sister. I was the designated driver yesterday. Took her to a concert, picked her up, that sort of thing. So I was not really watching too many sports there yesterday. Other than when we were at the restaurant, they did have like Apple TV up, and they were showing me some Major League Baseball.
I don't know if anything else caught your eye yesterday, but we did have nice winners, as mentioned. We Atlanta for sure. Mindy, Atlanta does a nice job there against Boston. Also mentioned you gave out the Knicks on the show. They rolled the Cavaliers. I gave out the under in that game, so that was a double winner there. And we also gave out the Nuggets. Basically 4-0 on the show yesterday in the NBA playoffs. Good job. Thanks, everybody. Good job in the chat. As I know we were, the chat was pretty heavy Celtics. I will say that. I think we got 2 people. Raise your hand if you were one of them. I want to say it was 2 that were on the Hawks. And let's see who else. Takia's here today as well. Chris Thompson. He's talking about the Knicks. I had my one loser. I took the Cavs. Man, good job, Knicks, no doubt. They were in charge all the way. Nate Cerna here today. I hope it's 7 units and not $7. I feel bad, but good job, Nathan. It looks like you had a nice day there. Feels like 700 or so. That cash out option, always interesting. I don't know. I see a lot of activity with the chat and that. I guess I'm just a little old school, but these new, like I've said in Vegas, coming here, they're a little bit behind the times. Maybe I'm not at the books as well here in Vegas. I've just stuck to a few early. Still kind of hanging out offshore, I guess, a little bit. But Howard's here today. Ready for the weekend. Lingo Wick, we're nice to see you. He's got that Knickerbocker hat on.
That's right.
Waving his pink hands. And Gerardo as well. So we had some other winners too, Mindy, in the National Hockey League. I gave out the over in Carolina and the Islanders. We had the Boston Bruins yesterday. Good job there. Boston back in a big way. And Dallas and Minnesota, you had the over there, Mindy. Good pick there. Hey, we want to say hi to WJS. I'm sorry if still having Mindy. Are you getting a little bit of my
a little bit more today than yesterday.
Gosh. Okay, a little bit more, you say.
Yeah, like your because yesterday your voice was fine. Today your voice is kind of going in and out a little bit.
Let me see what I can do here. I mean, I only have.
But I think I mean, yesterday was only like the picture was kind of lagging. Okay. So today sometimes your voice is a little bit.
Let me close a few more tabs. I mean, I don't have too many tabs open. Just some notes that I like to look at, but maybe just.
You sound better already, actually. Okay. So maybe it cleared it up a little bit.
I'm closing a few windows away. I never use my notes anyway, it seems like. Why do I get up so early? I want to have winners. That's why I get up early. It's not always on 2. I mean, sometimes punching in bets before that line moves. Sometimes we have to wait on the show, and I'm liking some of those games. Hey, Mike is here today as well, and also WJS. I don't know if we've seen or met WJS. Thank you for sharing the information that feed, but also welcome. Good to have you. And Jay says I'm on my sound breaking up there. So hopefully we're working it out. There's Joel here today.
The rap synthesizer.
Wow, is it really like that?
A little bit. Like it kind of makes it even make like kind of draw it out a little bit or sound electronic a little bit.
Gosh, now I almost want to restart the computer. If it gets really terrible, we'll do something about it for sure. If it becomes unwatchable, just let me know, and we'll just have to suffer through a minute or two to restart. I think is what maybe we can do, or maybe I'll do. Well, I want to say we don't have enough wrapping cappers here. Okay, Curtis. I'm in Vegas now. Don't forget, Curtis.
Yeah, it is kind of auto-tune-ish.
Really?
Yeah, don't do that.
Smash and like Latifah says, and get you ready to go for today. All right. Major League Baseball yesterday, see if anything kind of stood out for us. I know, like I said, you won the challenge.
Those Cubs, I mean, I think that's kind of the story of the day for me. Maybe, I mean, that's kind of how I see it, right?
Oh, Miley obviously loves pitching there. I mean, it's funny how the hand, I had a loser by the time we were on the air with Tony and off the air. I was done with that game, and Tony was on we had the other too. That was great, but Smiley, I even said on the air how Smiley just is, terrific at home. Everybody knows it. A little bit surprised that Urias is off.
Yeah, that was more surprising.
Pitch well. So, all right. Other winners yesterday. We had the Mets. I think it was a pretty popular play yesterday, but that was one of our winners as well. And the Orioles, Mindy, we rolled that big favorite. We're not going to flap our wings too much about that one. And 209 Valley talking about that Kings game last seconds before overtime, put 100 on Kings Live. And I think by that time the line was back to where like the beginning. So I'm sure that Valley was getting a little bit of plus money there because I think the Oilers were about $1.40 or so as it headed into overtime. That was about the line for the game. I was definitely keeping an eye on that.
Sure.
Hello to Burley here today. So, yeah, that was a perfect game. I didn't even realize that when we were on the air with Tony at the time. It was only the fifth inning, I guess, but we were so enamored with the Cubs putting up all those runs. I didn't realize it was a perfect game at the time.
Yeah, I didn't either until it came across around eighth inning or so.
And by that, it's one of those where you get the prompt, and then you go, "Oh, I'll go back." I was ready to tune out of that game, and I'm like, "All right, I'll go back." And then, of course, the crazy play. I guess you're just doing too much there. Just let the pitcher try to make the play. You want to help him because you want to get that perfect game, but it just looked like follies out there.
Help, yeah.
One thing to run into the guy, but to airborne. Angels and Royals, Mindy, we gave out a couple there. I gave out the Angels on the run, gave out the under, so solid picks there. And maybe on the maybe Athletics and Range. Oh, maybe that was it. I was thinking I made a mistake here. I had the Rangers in a premium. maybe I didn't. We gave out the over on the show. I think is what we did actually. I'd mentioned to you. I thought I gave out the Rangers on the air, which would have been a lose. But I'm here that was one of our. I think that was one of our team winners. So I'm not sure. Oh well, that was yesterday. We'll just move on. I just like rehashing it when we have a good day. So we'll start with our previews now. It looks like everyone's finally got over 60 people joining us today. So get ready, everybody. Thank you for your comments as well. How am I sounding, Mindy, before we go?
It's about the same. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and try to restart before we get going.
Can you talk you got anything you could talk to the chat about if I leave for it?
Not really, but I'm sure I could come up with something. Maybe they can ask me questions. How about that?
Walk this way here. I think it might. I feel like it might make a difference. I don't know. I mean, I haven't restarted it. I'm one of those guys. Leave it on forever. So
yeah,
that is true. Walk this way. And again, we're having a little bit of internet connection issue. So all right, Mindy. If it is coming through constantly right now at a no tune, if you can spare 2 minutes, we do have a long show, and I don't want to be distracting.
All right. Yeah, it's probably good to do it now.
Okay. Sorry, you guys. Mindy can. We know Mindy can rap with you guys a little bit,
right?
And help her out, and I will do this. So please. Well, I'm in Vegas 209, and Mindy West. She's in the Central Time Zone. So
that's right.
Okay, stand by. Stand by.
Go.
Look at walk this way.
Yeah, exactly. How do I feel about the Yankees first five? Let me see. I don't know too much about it right now. I haven't looked at those. So we got Manoah and Cole. I can look at some first five numbers real quick. How about that? Those are always fun. Let's see. So hopefully you guys are having a good day. I know it's probably pretty hard to to hang on while Ramon is getting all situated. So here, I got some stats here on some fifth inning runs per game here. Let's see where they're at. All right, so the Yankees are sitting at, for the last three, they have scored 0 runs in the first 5 innings. So then we take a look at the Blue Jays. Where are they at? And they have scored a .67. So for me, I would probably look at an under in that one. I don't know what the odds are on it. So let's take a look here real quick. Just need to get into Tony's site, because on here we do go ahead and chart first 5. So I can take a look and see what the current lines are. Let's see here. So for MLB, first 5 innings, Toronto and Yankees. Yeah, it's under 4. I mean, again, over the last 3 games, neither one of these teams combined have scored more than basically a run. So I would go ahead and take the under for the first 4. That's kind of how I would look. And you also have the better pitcher there with Cole. So probably a first 5. I don't really like it at, say, minus 170, but if you take a look at minus maybe that half a run, minus 120, you can maybe go that way, but you're depending again on a Yankees team that haven't really scored over the last, 3, too many runs. So that's kind of where I would go ahead and take a look at that. I'd probably go more at a total rather than taking the Yankees. But again, with Cole, he's going to keep the Blue Jays down, but it's going to depend if the Yankees bats can catch fire a little bit more before that 5th inning. Let's see. Oh, right.
I'm here, dear.
Oh, you're back already. Okay.
Is it working at all?
Oh, you're much better. Like way better.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, you're clear. Everything.
Okay, great.
So all we did is took a look at, asked about Yankees first 5. So I went ahead and took a look at where they've been the first 5 innings. Not really scoring a lot of runs here over the last 3 games. On average, So kind of would look at maybe under 4 runs in that one.
All right, I think then we can go with the regular rotation. I can see. I don't know what you guys were talking about for 3 minutes here, but we're talking
That
about
was just
Yankees. We're talking about other winners. um, okay. See if did I miss anything for 3 minutes? I don't know. Moneyline Mills here today. Hello, Moneyline.
I know it always seems like a really long time when you're when you're waiting for it to reload.
No, that wasn't long at all, actually, compared to when I
No,
dropped
I
off.
came up fast.
All right, so let's get rolling here. Want to
But
make
yeah, you're
sure I
super
got
clear now.
everything in
Everything's
order.
good.
Oh, great. Okay. I'm just still need 1 second to kind of put everything in order here, though. You know how it is, you guys, on when you restart your computer. All right. Okay, free picks rundown, rotation. Here we go. Yeah, we are starting with the NBA. I see that there. That comment anyway. Okay, I think I at least can get started here. I can kind of clean things up as we go along, get everything back in the right order. Okay, great. Thanks, Thomas. Thanks, everybody. Here we go. All right, Mindy, let's go to the NBA to get the show going. I know there's lots of days, but we do start early in the other sports as well. Well, hockey's actually a little later, but still, it's a playoff. So let's and Latifa's here. So.
And I think I might have said it wrong. The Yankees average 2.67 because I do remember them. So I was reading a different team. But yeah, the Yankees average 2.67 runs in the first 5 innings over their last 3 games. So there we go. I'll clear that up for you. Because I was like, wait, I know they scored more than 0 runs versus the Angels there. So that's what we're looking at.
All right, let's get started with the NBA and get your picks and comments ready. We'll flash them up on the screen, hopefully have some consensus plays and keep the winning going. The Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Mindy, we've got issues here with some of the personnel, right? All over. It's an issue. It's a big issue. It's a big if. Again, I mean, look at this spread. We know what's going on. Everybody knows by now. Joel Embiid, he's out for this game with a knee problem. That's big news. You don't want that happening here in just the first series. Now, maybe they can fight through this. We'll see. But they are just a 2-point favorite now here against New Jersey. This one begins at 1 Eastern, noon Central, and 10 Pacific. So I don't know what you're going to go with here in this one, Mindy. I'm sure we're going to get some opinions from the chat. I mean, he's out. It's not questionable. It's not doubtful. It's out. So the best player in the game missing in this one. We know Philly can close them out, but still, without your big man, can the Nets get one here?
Man, I just don't know. I'm going to go with the 76ers here. They are 4-0-1 against the spread the last 5 meetings with the Nets. Again, the Nets have lost all 7 games played against the 76ers here this year. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I just think it's going to be tough for this Nets team to get them here. I think Harden's back as well, right? I just think the Nets kind of had their opportunity, kind of let it slip away.
Yeah, probably could have done a little bit better with the Nets this season. Stay at the end of the year. They probably cost me a little bit as down the stretch. I think everyone knows I was like Nets. Oh, Nets. Oh yeah, they'll be fine. And even when Embiid left the game, they were able to come on. So Let's see if you guys got anything today here. I think Jay says Sixers grab that sweep. He's a Sixers fan. So I loved the Sixers back with Dr. J. I remember when they won the NBA championship. I thought that was because everybody was a Dr. J fan. Thomas is on Philadelphia. Nathan Cerna says sweep. Moneyline Mills says sweep. Sure, they don't want to go home and win it. Everybody go home and win a series at home. Hopefully, Embiid. That's the other thing. I mean, if you do have even the slightest issue, at least you can get some rest here, and hopefully they can take it. And then you'd have some time off too. Obviously, with some of these series going to run a little long, I would think. Corday is going to be on the over today. How about that? Howard does like it to wrap up. Latifah's got strawberries. I don't know if that was because I was talking about the berries, or is that a pick? Curtis has this one as a lock on the under, Mindy.
I have no idea about this total in this game. It's crazy. 208, and they've been going under still. It's been pretty wild.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, just 199 in the last game and 180 before that. So, I don't know. I think you could feel you probably could just guess what I'm going to be doing here. Philly takes it. No one wants the Nets, huh? Oh, I want to see. Oh, they might be talking. 420 was the other day, you guys. I don't know what they might be talking about here.
I don't think it matters which day it is, Ramon.
Okay. Brent says
any day is a good day.
Seems too easy. Gosh, you guys, I'm probably going to be on the. I feel like this is the one for the Nets to. Probably going to lose, more money on the Nets.
At least you're consistent.
Right. Hey, even I'll admit to donating a little bit here and there. I just don't, just going to be on the, I'm on the under here on the show. So that shows you, I guess that show, could show you there where I'm already headed. And I imagine maybe my subscribers are just like going to say, even with my number, they'll probably just probably say whatever. Wacko Ramon. All right. Takia here on the Sixers. Demetrius Philly and under. Chris, Philly takes it home. Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay. I misread that. He was saying, I was like, Philly.
Yeah, I thought he meant like the trophy home kind of thing. Yeah.
Philly takes it at home. The quote unquote, as I talked about, the gentleman's sweep when you win the first 3 games and you lose one, not on purpose, but your mentality isn't killer instinct, and you can go back at home and win it. No one likes to take chances, so. And Nathan has some. We'll get to the next game. Just want to pop these up here. He's got some Premier League action coming up. And all right, Mindy, let's move on. You're on the Sixers.
I am.
And I'm on the under. Here, I'll take another under in this series.
I mean, that game last night was crazy under.
The which one, Mindy?
It was the Knicks, right?
The Knicks, sure.
Yeah, what was that score again?
Cavs show their, inability.
Yeah, really. 99-79. What the heck? I kind of feel like everyone should get to 100 nowadays, right?
Here's another game with key injuries, as Kawhi Leonard is going to miss this one. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. We know Paul George has been out now for a while. It's been a month now since he's seen the court, I think. And Kawhi is now out with a knee injury as well. As I said yesterday, kind of, explaining it, Tyronn Lue came right out and said that it's to a certain extent, was a big letdown or whatnot. So I think he saw it coming that Kawhi was going to miss, and now it feels like it could be something a little more substantial. So the Suns are in an excellent position here. Clippers still got the money last time when we were in the same situation. The Clippers were still able to find a way as a home dog, losing by just 5. They can go up 3-1 here in the series. They're up 2-1 right now.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and try the Suns here again. Haven't been too scared of laying the bigger points with them. Unbeaten still here against the Clippers on the road. I kind of look for Durant, Booker again to kind of establish themselves pretty early in this one. Suns 5-2 against the spread the last 7 meetings there. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Suns here to win and cover.
All right, Mindy, you'll try them here again. Like I said, Clippers still found a way to get the money. Powell was doing okay. I'm just giving the Clippers side of things. Highland was in there mixing it up a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe now with one game, maybe Phoenix can do it. Certainly would think the way they cover spreads on the road is favorite. They've done it before, but I see Curtis has the under in this one. How about that? He's got another under here, and this one's a lock. But Jay Smooth likes the over. Maybe he figures without Kawhi that's what happened. But, man, this one looks high. All of a sudden, these totals are getting a little serious. You mentioned Mindy. There's no doubt, everybody, if you look, Mindy just talked about that one game, but we talked about the Brooklyn Philadelphia series. These last 2 games have gone over that Phoenix have won, but Demetrius here will take the points. How about WJS? Great comment. Torrey Craig has been, what would you call the surprise player of the play? It looks like Torrey Craig looks like Craig Hodges to me, the way he's hitting those, gets 5 3-pointers every game at this point, it seems like. Chris Thompson says Clippers know it's over. Feel bad for Crazy Balmer. He spends all that money, and he's building his arena finally, and he can't get this team on the court. I'd be mad. Suns run line team total over says Christopher Domkowski here today. Nice to have Christopher as always. Suns. What does that mean? Sun spread. Does that mean sun spread, you think?
Sure.
And team total over. Howard says Clippers get the back door. That's what happened last time in a way. Jay Smooth kind of saying the same thing here. Takia says here comes the sun. Chris Thompson says Suns team total over. So Steam came in on the over here. Yeah, I don't know who would take. Like I said, I still feel like Kawhi's elite when he's in there. I just saw him, before he got a little sore. He was looking pretty strong. But who's going to accept that type of responsibility? I mean, I think you're, stuck with these guys eventually. All right, Mindy. I'll take the under in this one. I wish I was rich like the Clippers owner. He's loaded. I'll take the under. Phoenix and the Clippers today. And Latifah says she's got to think Phoenix. Butterscotch Phoenix. So maybe just talk about getting it done, winning the game. Mindy's got him on the spread. I've got the under. Let's continue on with the Bucks and the Heat. Well, we got problems here, Mindy.
Is that the theme today? We got problems.
Oh,
we got personnel issues.
But I will say this. his Giannis's status has certainly looked to improve, right? We saw this line open maybe as high as 5.5, knowing that Giannis had physical difficulties getting ready for this game. He's still not listed out. He's listed as questionable. I show this line having gone down to as low as I thought I saw a 2. I definitely saw 2.5 opener at DK, and now it's back up to 5. So that to me indicates that there is more of a possibility that Giannis's status will be possibly upgraded. That's, I guess, trying to navigate it and not lead anybody here astray in case they wanted to bet the Bucks now. Now would be the time. That's all I'll say about it. I don't know if I can even speculate, especially, look, it's 1-1. I mean, this is, right? Or what, not 1-1. It's 2-1 now, isn't it? No, is it 1-1? No. Gosh, you guys. 1-1, yeah. What am I thinking? Okay, 1-1. I'm saying because every other game has 3. But, of course, Bucks get the last one, 138-122. First game, 130-117 Miami. So that's 1-1. And like I said, so now would be the time if you think that Giannis will be in there, because if he is announced in, this one will be right back up to, I'm sure, 7 or 7.5 or something like that.
Well, I mean, I still think the Bucks are the better team with or without him. That's kind of how they showed it in game 2. They scored 138 without their leading scorer there in the game. The Bucks 10-3 against the spread. Last 13 road games there as well. I just think that I think the Bucks get this done. Whether or not he gets, again, I feel like the Bucks should have won that first one. I think they just weren't ready for him to go down, and I think that messed them up a little bit mentally. I think now they're back after it. That's what I'm going to do, is take the Bucks here.
All right, Mindy, on the Milwaukee Bucks. Just feels like he might be able to, unlike unlike some of the other we've seen. Even though Giannis, we talked about it, we pointed it out. I put that link in the Discord. I'm sure you guys are familiar with StatMuse about how the Bucks were just 11-9, I guess 12-9 now without Giannis, which seems pretty good, right? 12-9, but it's not nearly as good as their overall record with Giannis.
Sure.
So to me, that sounds like not as good without Giannis. Hey, Ron, hi. He's got him playing. Do they really need him? Yeah, good point. I don't know. I'd say yes right now because it's 1-1. I know what you're saying. Like, do they really need him to get by Miami? And, well, I don't know. We know Miami has an issue. The injury to Tyler Hero definitely affects their scoring. Chris Thompson on the under here. Curtis, hey, Curtis, look at this. I mean, me and Curtis be hanging out in Underland. I don't know. I kind of want to get on the over in this one. I'm going to probably end up against Curtis here. His pretty high total in my, I feel like Milwaukee at home more of a exerts that defense a little bit. Ron says Bucks in 6. So that would be another win for somewhere for Miami down the line. This might be the spot. Milwaukee money line for Christopher. Demetrius says Bucks and over. All right. And that's what I will do. I will take the over. I'm going to go against that, against Curtis in this one.
Curtis can hedge it by that time.
Yeah.
He'll already have 2 in, he says, right? Even, so we'll see.
And finally, the Grizzlies are going to take on the Lakers. Boy, last year a team from the Western Conference got kind of hot. And I'm not comparing the Lakers to the Warriors, but they did save their best for last here. And all of a sudden, the Lakers have turned into a home favorite against Memphis. This one also currently 1-1. Lakers here favored by 4.5 now. 221.5.
Yeah, I mean, again, I thought it was crazy how the road teams reacted after, they got their first win. It was kind of like this. No one showed up for game 2. They looked totally uninspired there with that 103-93 loss there. I expect the Lakers to bounce back here. I definitely like them here as, the home favorites here in this one. I like the Lakers to win and cover. They are 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 following a loss there as well. Taking the Lakers. I think they get it done today.
Yeah, and again, here's every game has major injury issues. Now, John Morant is questionable. I would think he might find a way into the lineup today, but I think the line right now kind of reflects that maybe I think it reflects a questionable status. So I would say that based on what you might think Morant will do, you could wait on the Lakers. If Morant is ruled in this game, that spread will move, certainly, and you'll get even a better price on the Lakers. I don't know. For me, it's funny. I don't know if I want to trust the Lakers as a favorite, but looks like you guys like them in the chat. And Chris says over in this one. And Jay Smooth says Lakers -4.5. I think Nathan likes the Lakers here. Curtis, Memphis first period, come out hot. Ron says Lakers cover tonight. Michael Thompson, former Laker, spelled differently, looks different. He says go Lakers. So I don't know if that's a pick. And Brooks talking a bunch of stuff. Howard says Lakers and over. Lassie Loves here today again. Great to have Lassie. All right, well, take one. We need one. We got to play here on the Lakers. Mindy and I, Team Steam. I think the chat likes the Lakers in this one, and I'll give them a run. I think I've been hesitant to take the Lakers this season quite a bit, but like I said, they're definitely playing their best right now. So let's get on them. One play for us in basketball, Mindy. We'll just have to do it. Just have to roll with that. Corday does like the under in this game. I don't know about that. We'll see. Okay, let's move to hockey. Get your plays in here. What's the 4 games today on the ice? Starting off with, let's see here. Lassie was on the Lakers. Okay, thanks.
Go Lakers.
Okay, that's our play. All right, Mindy, hockey is going to get underway today at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 Eastern, 3 Mindy time with the Golden Knights and the Jets. All right, in this one we do have, I spelled Connor Hellebuck's name wrong.
Hellebuck.
Missed a L in there. Okay. The Jets are favored here, minus $1.15. 5.5 under 15, Mindy. So, this has been a pretty good series so far, tied at 1.
Yeah, we were all over the Golden Knights last time, got the money on that one. But this one, I think, is all about the home ice advantage. The Jets and their playoff atmosphere. I think they're going to come to play today, Ramon. Jets are 5-1 their last 6 home games, 4-0 in their last 4 after scoring 2 goals or less in the previous. I'm taking the Jets at home.
All right, let's take a look here. Mick says the Jets will smash. Latifah says Winnipeg. Jay Smooth says Jets. 209 Valley Jets. Brent on the Jets. Hi, Ron. Okay, Ron, thanks. We'll catch you in the Discord. See you later. Thank you. And what can I do? I mean, this seems like you guys are pretty insistent on this Jets team today, taking this one at home from the Golden Knights. All right, Mindy. I don't know. Do I even need to break it down from my perspective? I don't know. I think I'll just go on the Jets. I do like the Jets here. Vegas can get it done. I don't know. Ash on the Jets, Darren on the Jets. Mike says Vegas too slow. Steve on Winnipeg. Wow. This is a public reflect. I mean, we're like 90% in here on the Jets. It's only maybe 65% according to a couple of websites, and also on the two, let me see. Yeah. 65, 67%, maybe 2/3 of the action on the Jets. Not here. We're much more action on the Jets here. And here is Butterscotch does give us one play on the total in this one. Man, Jets at home have a pretty good defense. I know we're in the playoffs, and there have been some overs here, definitely. And if anything, I did get off the snide a little bit yesterday. I don't even think I'm not on the snide in hockey. I don't know if that was a slip of the tongue but in the playoffs, a few of my unders have gone over. Probably going back to the under myself in this one. I don't know, but let's take the Winnipeg Jets for sure. Mindy, everybody seems to like them here. Oh, wow. That's an interesting comment from Brent. Because I mean, I wasn't just like, picking and right. They were just rolling in Jets. Some JETS. All right, we're on it. The Toronto Maple Leafs are going to go on the road, and now they're a favorite all of a sudden. Yeah, they crushed Tampa in the first game, in the second game, but they got crushed in the first game. It was really night and day. So here is Toronto going to go on the road and be a favorite. 6.5 under 15.
Well, there still may be some sort of crushing going on. So I'm going to take the over. That's kind of how it's been thus far. They've scored well over, 7 in each of those games. Lightning scoring 7 goals in game 1. Maple Leafs scoring 7 goals in game 2. It's definitely been about the offense here. So taking the over, 8-0 in the last 8 meetings in Tampa Bay there as well.
Wow. Really? Jeez. Man. Yeah, goals galore. Here's Jay Smooth on Toronto. And Takia says over. Do you think Toronto just came out flat in that first game and now they have all this momentum? They definitely, who looked like a different – was it Toronto that looked like a different team in game 2, or was it Tampa Bay that looked like a different team in game 2? Kia on the over. Latifah on the over here. I get it, man. I mean, this game, the way this series has gone so far, 19 goals in 2 games. Over for Mick. What is Nathan? Is that a jet? Is that a plane?
The Jets.
Okay. I just wanted to point it out. I know we're on the next game, but I did see the little Nathan on Tampa Bay. Jose Sierra here today. Hello, Jose on Tampa Bay. Oh, Jose Tampa Bay. Brent on Tampa Bay. So there is some support here for Tampa Bay. Mindy's on the over, and you guys, I see a couple Tampa Bays in there. I don't know if I want Toronto in this spot. I'm going to take Tampa Bay. It looks like the chat's on Toronto for the most part. Butterscotch Toronto. So Brent, Tampa. So I think the chat is mixed on this one for sure. I will take Tampa Bay at home in this one against Toronto. Butterscotch. Oh, I did mention. I just said that. I just said Butterscotch's play. All right. That's Jose on Tampa Bay. So, okay. A little bit of comeback for Tampa Bay. It looks like it's split right down the middle, I would say, as far as our chat's concerned. Ash says probably Lightning. So, okay. No problem. Mindy's on the over. I'm on Tampa. The Devils and the Rangers. These series are, I don't know. It feels like we're going to have some 7-game series in the first round. Anyways, the Rangers are favored $1.45, 5.5 over 20.
Yeah, I mean, the Rangers have allowed just 2 goals in 2 games so far in this series. Pretty impressive stuff there by Shesterkin. I kind of expect the Rangers here to dominate this one again, especially on the home ice. Rangers are also 5-0 in their last 5 conference quarterfinal games, Ramon.
Wow.
I'm going to take the Rangers here at home.
I guess I can't go back to with New Jersey here, you guys. One of the best road teams around. I mean, know the Rangers are great. They're real strong, no doubt about it. And, the way they've been going, you wonder if New Jersey can do anything about it. See what you guys got going in the chat with this one. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of Rangers in here. Here's Jay Smoove wants to take the over today, over that 5.5. Feels like the Sharps want to be on the under, but I'm not sure I trust them. I might be with Jay here, even with Igor Takia on the over as well. Demetrius on the Rangers. Jose says Rangers all day. Nick's ready to go back to talking baseball. He's tired of this.
Right.
We'll
do baseball next. We'll get back to it.
We're almost there right now. Yeah. Rangers today, says Brent. Steve on Rangers. It looks like all Rangers. Johnny A. Hello to Johnny A. You gotta like someone coming in, Mindy, that
right.
Maybe they've been, maybe Johnny's been watching. We've never seen Johnny, I don't think, say anything. And
Johnny.
But comes in, says smash the like. So that's pretty cool. Butterscotch, Rangers in regulation. John Holland here today. He says Rangers. Hi, John. Ash on the Rangers. Nathan says Rangers first period money line, full game puck line. Likes a pretty confident victory here for the Rangers. Brent says Rangers to rock. I might be with Mike here, everybody. I might be Mr.
After all this.
Me and Mike might be Mr. Contrarian here. In other words, I'm going to be on the over in this one. All right. Mindy's on the Rangers, like everybody else, and I'm on the over. Everybody's on the Rangers here, but except for Mick and I, it sounds like. I just, go back, looking at my hockey seasons, right? Thank you, Johnny. Mindy, New Jersey was just good to me. I'm probably not going to be able to get off on the road. I mean, I took them a lot. Probably not going to be able to get off them in this spot. Okay. And one more, Mindy. What? You already let me down. You've never let me down. You've never let me down one day. You've been with me every single day, but you win again, And still, they didn't win the game, so let's just call it for what it is. I did have the Kraken puck line in that game. So here we are, Colorado, though. No respect is all I'll say. I don't know. Colorado, maybe the better team. Certainly, they had a great season again. They're the defending champs. Seattle at home here, but well, at least the line's gone down a little bit. I think Colorado was as high as 155, but now they're 145. And this total, 5.5 over 20, that's definitely, I think, let me take a look. I'm pretty sure that's gone down. Yeah, for sure. I'm seeing sixes out there as well. I'm seeing some 6-unders at several places, actually, and maybe even 6 might be closer to the consensus line, actually.
Yeah, so I forget who is going to the game today, right? With their $425 tickets. Yeah, it
Game
should be
4,
pretty.
right?
What's that?
They said game 4, though, I think.
Oh, was that what it was? Game
Yeah,
4? So they're
yeah.
going to wait a little bit? All right. Well,
Yeah.
someone I know is going to a Kraken game here soon. But yeah, playing their first ever playoff home game. Should be fun. Should be electric here. Neither team really is giving up too much on the power play here thus far. No goals have been scored on the power plays here this season. I'm going to go ahead and take the under. It's 5-0 in the Kraken's last 5 here overall, 6-0 in the last 6 meetings. I mean, I was not really inspired by this Kraken team to start when they were playing in Colorado. But geez, look at the way they were skating. I mean, those look like guys on a mission out there. All of the shots were on, half of the ice. You never saw Colorado get into any sort of rhythm there at home. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens here in this one. But do expect the Kraken to play pretty hard today.
Yeah, and we can get 6. I'm just listing one of our 2 books that we, follow closely as far as making selections on there. So we can get 6 under. Probably, let me see what it will be right now when we get off the air. Close to 6 under 20. So we can update that a little bit. I want to be clear and accurate on this, and don't want to look like we're, in case it does land 6 or something, and not making up the line. Definitely plenty of 6-unders out there to be had. If you like the over, I believe that there are enough 5.5 overs that you can also find, as long as you're involved in multiple books. And I think our chat should be most of them. So I'm with you, Mindy. Let's go under. There's plenty. There is support in the chat on the under for sure. Who was it? It was Curtis. Curtis is pulling his best Ramon here. He's got under.
Right, all under today.
I ended up with the under in that New Jersey. I go back to that first day, and I was like, "Oh, under City." I'm telling Tony, I'm on under every game, and there was overs. So Jose says he's got this. I believe this is Colorado team total over 3.5, and unless he's on team Solo, Solo's here, right? Solo. Latifa under. 209 Valley on the abs, and 209 Valley. Everybody, nobody look at this. Nobody look, just 209. Okay. I love the Kraken, and with this series, I want to be on road teams all series long. I'm pretty sure I'll be on the road team in every game. Feels like Mike likes the Kraken. And Mike, tell me again. I don't want to say you've been a great contributor just over the first few days, so I don't want to be if it's Mick. I think it's Mick. I'm not sure which it is. Maybe it doesn't. Some of those doesn't matter if because it might be a. So, all right, but I got to think tightly contested, low scoring. You look at Seattle right at home. They have higher scoring games on the road, lower scoring games at home. I think that's pretty clear. Right now, Colorado 17-23 to the over on the road. Seattle 18-23 to the under at home. Did I say under in Colorado? I meant to. If I didn't, they tend to go under. Here's Colorado in regulation for butterscotch. Nathan Cerna is willing to take that goal and a half at -$2. John says, "Give me the abs." Ash is on the Kraken. And thanks, Johnny. Yeah, they're not taking our call. We tried. We tried calling DraftKings and FanDuel, and they wouldn't take our call. Hey, NBA Woo is here today. Great to see you again. All right, Mindy, we got to play. We got 2 plays in hockey. We're on Winnipeg. We're on the under in the Colorado and Seattle game.
All right.
And I just have I don't know. Mindy likes Seattle. They're at home. They're a dog. I'm going to be checking. I might subscribe to Mindy's picks.
Just to see.
I don't know. She hasn't told me anything. I don't know anything. We don't share our premium before because we want to come on this show and have a great show and I don't want to ever speculate on. So I don't know. We'll see. Subscribe to Mindy Hahn's picks. Are you kidding me, Con? Man, I've just totally missed it. I mean, I know you hit the 2 the other day. Wow. Okay. Rocco here on the Avs on the. I do too. I like the road teams in this series. I know it. I know that Colorado was able to get the last one at home, but Seattle did win. What was it? Seattle won
the first one.
Game 1 3-1. And going back to the regular season as well, look at this. Seattle won at Colorado on March 5th. Mm-hmm. Colorado won at Seattle on January 21st. And last October, Seattle won at Colorado.
Right.
So Colorado did win that last game at home. Avs did get, Kraken did get that money line for me.
That's right.
But I still give that, to me, that's a win for the Kraken covering that puck line. It wasn't too stiff of a price. Crusty morning eye, old man. Okay, big game for the Avs, statement game. Yeah, if any, right. But again, well, I agree with Rocco there, but I see this as one of those crazy things that the road team keeps winning. All right, that's hockey, and I feel good about our 2 plays. All right. Latifah making, I think she's laughing at crusty-eyed Ramon. And there's Solo. Team Solo. I thought I saw Solo earlier, maybe not. So we weren't talking about just Solo. I was. Because they're awesome. Okay. Look, wow, Nathan is feeling it more with the chat now. He sees that the chat's kind of leaning Colorado a little bit. I don't know if it's me influencing you guys or talking about those road wins. But all right. And again, it's just a mentality in a way, right? It's not like any strategic thing. It's just the way things happen. And of course, Latifah, I'll just do it as I always like to do. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee.
Kind of looks like that.
Okay. Let's go to baseball. We're an hour in. We got to get this done. It's a good baseball card, too. I'd say a lot of good pitchers, a lot of decent pitchers on this card. All right, Mindy, we're going to start off with, certainly, decent pitching here. With Manoah, the much maligned Manoah. I don't care. I just want a guy that's going to go out there and deliver. So if you guys want to continue to make fun of him, that's fine. He hasn't been overwhelming yet, or maybe he won't be. Cole's been very good. Mindy, what's going to happen here? You guys already had a little bit of a discussion on this game, so let's break it down.
Yeah, I mean, so Cole, still hasn't given up a run at home with his .42 ERA. Both pitchers here have pretty high K rates. Yankees have only allowed 3 runs on the defensive side as well. I'm taking the under in this one, Ramon.
All right, Mindy, on the under here, Blue Jays and Yankees. I'm going to agree. I like this pitching matchup. I think it will be some solid pitching today, certainly. Yankees, are they starting to, I don't want to say come around, or what do you guys have to say on this one? Let's take a look at the chat. Latifah's falling asleep on us. I love that she watched the show and she misses the games. I love that. Okay, I think Ash is saying Cole. Maybe take Cole. Is that what she's saying? Curtis, I don't want to go that long, but I want to talk about every game and get every pick up there. Here's Blake's got the Nerfy with the under. Darren says Yankees and under. Demetrius, Yankees and under. And I don't think Mick is talking about this game necessarily, because it's still, for the most part, 7.5, and I do think that's a little high. Look, there were some 8 under openers, I think, in the game. I don't think those lasted long at all. Not too many books. There were a couple that opened at 8, but yeah, I couldn't think. The lineups are already out for this game. Maybe I could just sneak a peek at them, make sure there's not anything goofy going on with the lineups today. But I did see that Springer, Bichette, Guerrero, Chapman, Varsho, Kirk, Belt, Merrifield, and Espinal. Volpe, Judge, Rizzo, Torres, Calhoun in there. Cordero in there. Trevino, Cabrera, Peraza. Okay. I'll take the under. Mindy, give me the under with you on that one. With Manoah and Cole, we got to play on that game.
Baseball consensus play.
Another Nerfy here. And Nathan, yeah, I think. Well, look, Cole. I don't think. Look, Blue Jay. We know the Jays can hit. There's no doubt both these teams can hit. Funny how the Yankee, right, Mindy? You think of the Bronx Bombers, but the Yankee games seem to have some low totals. And yeah, I would think good lineups, but good pitching. Refresh that too. Okay. Okay, let's move on and take a look at the next one here with it's. I hope I got this. Yeah, Nationals and the Nationals and the Twins. The Twins are up to 290 now, Mindy. The total 7 over minus 125.
I liked how you said, "Oh no."
Well, gosh,
Twins. I mean, Cool has that pretty high ERA, 9 on the road with 3.6 home runs per 9 innings. Nationals still average 4.24 runs a game. I have this one going over the total. Ramon, I think it can get there. Give me over 7.
Mindy, for some reason, this game has continued to drop. Steam came in on the over. I guess it would be because of Pablo Lopez going up against the Nationals lineup. I mean, he certainly is going to have a pretty strong advantage over guys like Lane Thomas, Meneses, the bottom of the lineup, certainly. I mean, this lineup for the National, I mean, this is not confirmed, but Thomas, Ruiz, Candelario, Meneses, Garcia, it's not threatening anybody right now, right? And especially a pitcher like Pablo Lopez, who, by the way, I mean, despite the Twins' success, they're 11-9. He's not been a profitable pitcher yet. When you're laying 290, that's going to be hard anyways, no matter what. I mean, in this spot, I'm going to go over as well. It does trouble me just a little bit seeing that these aren't like some, super under teams. They'd be kind of 50-50 pretty much for the most part. Maybe just a trend, maybe just a little bit trending to the under. I know we're going to see a lot of Twins support. You guys willing to lay some run line with them, though? Latifah says Minnesota. Butterscotch says he's going to he's going to do it. Nathan says Twinkies. And Blake says he'll do the run line. Demetrius Twins and over. Anybody willing, to put their total in with the Twins money line, maybe? To put this total in there with the Twins money line? We're going over. Latifah does like it. Solo likes it. Darren says Twins. Lazzy says Twins. You guys willing to lay 290? No, I don't. I don't even think it's wrong. That wrong. I think it's high. I think it's high for even against these lowly Washington Nationals, 6-13 on the season. Michael Thompson willing to lay it. Ash is going to take the Twins. Everybody's on the Twins. And I will say there is more sharp support for the Twins. I think that's why you see that line so high. And I don't know if the Nationals could ever be a public dog here. I just don't think enough people are interested in them at this point. Nathan, Twins first 5 run line. Darren says he'll lay 2.5. But at 7, Mindy, let's take the over.
Cool.
The Nationals haven't won for Chad Cool yet. We know that. But Curtis says he will go under in the game. It looks like so. Is it going to be a shutout? Is that it though, or more 3-2 type of thing? All right. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Mindy, we saw it yesterday. What was I thinking? I was like, oh, I'm on the Dodgers. I'm on the Dodgers premium. So here you have May. Not great yet off of his come. I worry about the double surgery guys or triple, whatever, how many ever he's had. But here's a public favorite. And I talk about the public favorites, how they've been crushing. I'm showing public favorites this week having a very, very strong week. I mean, probably 70%. Now it's strictly, I want to say it's totally speculative. I mean, I'm just going off of looking at the percentages, which is always up for debate by people. I trust those numbers because when they deal with line services, that's part of the exchange. They get real-time line updates at sportsbooks in exchange for sharing their betting data. No reason for them to fudge the data. You want to cooperate with fellow books. So here's another public favorite, though, the Dodgers today. But May, I don't know. Wisniewski, I know you've been a little bit high on Wisniewski, I think. Go ahead.
I don't remember that, but maybe I was wrong.
Okay.
But, it could be. Who knows?
I was just going off my memory bank, which isn't good.
No, your memory's very good. So it's probably mine. That's,
well, at least I remember that somebody was going to Game 4. You're the one that always remembers what the chat said. I always say I need to do better. But I know someone's going.
Yeah, I didn't remember Game 4. I just knew they were heading to the Kraken, paying $450 a ticket plus $100 for parking. So it's going to be a fun one there, and food and beverage. That's a fun day. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I don't know. It's one of those that Hayden here, Wisniewski, has a huge ERA, right?
He does.
And it's one of those that both the Cubs and the Dodgers are scoring 5 runs of offense here per game. Dodgers also allow the 6.33 runs on the defensive side here. I'm looking for another high total today. I'm going to go over.
Okay. I see you guys out there. Bionic says, go Cubs, go. Go Cubs, go. Latifah says over. I think Nathan said this one's over before it started, meaning hint, 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 going to take the over. Demetrius Cubs and over. Ash says Dodgers run line. Willing to just get out there and lay the run line here with the Dodgers. Not swayed by yesterday. And look, I'm willing to concede to what Tony's been talking about with the Dodgers that, they're down a little bit. The Cubs, hey, they've been strong right now. They're one of the surprises. I don't know. I think they felt like they improve the team with their with changes, and I think it's paying off. Whether or not they can keep it up, I mean, 12-7 is a hot start. So Nathan says Wisniewski here. Butterscotch, he's got. Oh, okay, it's not a lock. When I see the yellow, but he's got the stars on there. But Cubs and over. Lassie Love over in this one. Solo on the Dodgers. Hey, Tony Livernessi's here today. Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Good to see you. The Cubs. And Relly Buns is also here. Great to see everyone here today. It's Mindy. I've just come to the conclusion. I mean, we want to see our channel. We all want to see the channel grow. Well, Tony's channel keeps growing. I don't want to say we're not going to be really, really popular handicappers, but it seems like we got about 80 friends at this point. We like
Right.
it. We
Yeah,
feel
and
pretty
we hang
good
out
about
in the morning and drink our coffee and all that kind of good
love
stuff.
that, I mean, we want it to go up. We've had those 100, whatever, but you know what? There's you, me, and about 78 of our every day, like consistent right now. It feels like
Sure.
So value each and every one of you on that, because it seems like that's where we're at. Must be the same people. Love that. The Dodgers will score 12. Okay. Well, here's the thing. I didn't mean to put words in your mouth about Wisniewski, and I know that,
Maybe I did. I don't know.
But he's a gamer out there, and they've been winning his starts as well. Darren on the under. I think I'm going to miss that one. So Darren on the under here. But I think I'm with you, Mindy. I'm looking to go over. Did we have Scotch weather report or anything? Wind blowing out to right field all game long, 11 to 12 miles an hour. Definitely chance of rain here in this one, mostly around the middle innings. It's going to rain before the game. It's going to stop raining when the game starts. It's going to continue raining all through the afternoon. That does worry me a little bit when it talks about the over here, but I'm going to agree with Mindy. Tony's pitching. I was going to say Livernesky with the high Livernesky with the high ERA. It was Nesky. Okay, Brent says Dodgers when they're up against a right-hander. He says he'll take the Dodgers. So, well, Dodgers, yeah, definitely. I mean, I still have them probably top 7 offense. Maybe I have them about number 7 or so in my rankings. And Mindy, that guy is here.
Hey, there's that guy.
Hello to that guy. Thank you, and great comment. First time I think we've seen that guy. And to come in with a great comment like this, Dodgers too banged up. In a few weeks, they'll turn it around. Yeah, I mean, we've seen Mookie Betts at shortstop. I don't think it's totally crazy. He to me, he's a kind of could easily be a hybrid. We've seen enough at second base, right? But even on that play, they were like that went a little bit viral. The double play, he didn't look totally comfortable, but he did make a nice play.
That's funny, that guy. That's right.
Good to have that guy. So, okay, and Rocco talking about, I believe, that Dodger lineup. Yeah, I mean, you got basically Martinez in there. You got JD third right now, Max. Okay, any more? Yeah, we do a few more comments. I think Curtis, there is a little bit of a clue that we know that guy is that guy.
Right.
So Mindy and I know the clue, but we don't know that guy. We could go all day on this, couldn't we? Butterscotch says he's impressed by the Cubs pitching, right? We talked about it with Smiley, with Stroman. And like I said, I am supporting Wisniewski to a certain extent. I like what I see. I'm not defending the numbers. I'm just talking about the mentality, the the potential. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I think they're all just saying hi to each other in the other room.
Okay. Okay, the Rockies and the Phillies here. One thing the Rockies got going for them is Kyle Freeland. And, well, we'll see right now with what you might have about Christopher Sanchez. He's coming in off of an injury, shut down to start the season, but right now finally going to make his debut here. He did have some interesting performances last year late in the season. And in this one, the Phillies are a huge favorite, though, despite their slow start. Don't forget, I mean, I know we all want to talk about good. They're still only 9-12. Rockies just 6-15, but Kyle Freeland, he's been at least a little bit of a bright spot.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of give the Rockies, a chance here. I'm going to go ahead and I want to take them on the run line, but then that's sitting at like minus 160. And I don't know if that's, worthy of my pick today. I don't really have too much information on Mr. Sanchez there. Ramon talked about him a little bit. But, Freeland's numbers are great. Like you said, he hasn't given up any earned runs here at home. The Phillies average like 4 runs a game. The Rockies average 3. I'm actually going to go ahead and take the under. I have this one coming in around, 7, and that one is sitting at 10. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go under the total is where I'm gonna be, even though I kind of want to give the Rockies a chance here in this run. I think it's just too high a price for me.
Yeah, Sanchez mostly in relief last year. He started the season with the team and then was sent back down for a majority of the season, and basically through, let's see, maybe he was working as one performance against Cincinnati in late August, 6 innings, 6 hits, did give up a couple of home runs, but didn't walk any. And had another 5-inning performance against the Nationals, throwing 60 pitches, no earned runs in an 11-0 win. These are just a sample of the game, but most of the appearances that he had were sporadic. Here's a player that really didn't see too much act. I don't know exactly his timetable as far as his ups and downs. I mean, there were spans where he didn't pitch for nearly a month in there. So I assume that, he was kind of shuttled back and forth a little bit. So, oh man, let me catch up here with you guys in the comments while I'm trying to figure that out. Because it looks like a lot of comments on this game, actually. Fernando says Rocky's money line. Rocco says sneaky over. Fernando says the Phillies got lucky yesterday. Latifa says they need to get it together.
Right.
And I think when they get their players healthy, it will help, certainly. Blake on the under with you here. Lazzy Love says under. Rocco was trying to get you to take the Rockies, it looks like.
I think so. It's one of those I want to, but gosh, minus 160 on a run line. I don't know.
And Butterscotch giving you weather in this game. Stiff winds, left, right. Center, left, center, it looks like. At, 18 to 20 miles an hour. Butterscotch says he'll take the Rockies plus a 1.5 here. Steam came in on the Phillies, no doubt. And Ash says Phillies, but big price. Now, that's a fact, right? I mean, and who wants to lay a big price?
Right.
I'll do what Mindy said to do. I'll take the Rockies plus a 1.5. Darren says the under. Solo says the under. Leroy's here today. Phillies money line, willing to go that $1.80.
Just do what Moneyline Mills says. Stay away.
We cannot. And Michelle's here today. We're all here. we're all here now. I mean,
Right. I mean, once Michelle gets here.
Give me one good name. Give me one person in the chat, one of our friends that we have not seen here today. Anybody? All right. And one more here. Nathan says, sprinkle a bit on the money line with the Rockies. All right. Who isn't here today? That's what I'm asking. Okay, Mindy, we end up with a doubleheader. Hope we get this one right, because actually, I'm not sure we can. What do you guys think? I'm not even sure we can confirm Sandy at this point. Let me see here.
I put pass, no pitchers listed.
Yeah.
But based on bats, I would go under. That's what I put down.
Because the bats are because of these
based on the bats, I would go under.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. Look, we're supposed to make a pick on every game, I guess. Okay. Do you want to just stay under? And
that's how I'm going to go under.
I don't know if
without anyone
I think Sandy's going to pitch. What do you guys think? I think Bieber. Well, Bieber's pretty much listed, I believe, on most of the books or sites anyway.
Said he thinks it's Jeff Lindgren.
Okay, that would be a pretty big news for sure. So I won't trouble us, I don't think, with a total. I won't burden us, if you will. I can say it like that. And I won't go under. I would think everybody would go under if it's Alcantara and Bieber. And I feel like it will be Bieber. Here's the thing, you guys. There's a game 2. Yeah, Garrett's game 2. So let me start to talk about it here a little bit. But I believe this will be a game 1. I'm showing game 2 as the pictures from yesterday's game, which is interesting, right? But it looks like all the sports books seem to agree that game 2 is Garrett and Plesac. So it's only a matter of what's going to happen in game 1. And quite frankly, I don't think we know yet. So Takia, I think, under in this game. This one's going to be hard. Somebody's clowning it up, says Butterscotch. I hope it's not me. Okay, Rocco, thank you on that. Yeah, I'm not sure at all. If I'm the Marlins, I hope I have Sandy, but I'm going to check one thing here. I'm going to check one particular website that I should have checked before this game to make sure. And I probably should have, let's see here. All right. Taking a look at that rotate. Yeah, it's just too much open there. Cabrera's not expected to pitch, but that's Tuesday. He can't go. Sandy may be going tomorrow. So, okay. I appreciate that information. That was pretty solid there. What I'll end up doing is I will take Cleveland. Whatever the price is, I'll just be stuck with it. I'm sure that, if it's Bieber against Lindgren, I would think that the Guardians are probably going to be 180, right? You guys, what do you think? All right. And we'll get to game 2 in just a moment. We're going to kind of go in order here. Yeah. Butterscotch says he's. I don't know. To me, it just feels like, and again, I'm starting to agree with the fact that maybe Lindgren in there, as Rocco said. So I'll just take Cleveland, just be on the safe side. But I don't know, Butterscotch. Can you really just? Are you really willing to not throw away, but say you don't like? Sure, Sandy has not pitched the way he is expected to, but is it going to be like
he's going to have some big innings? I think that's the deal, right?
But considering the history, I mean, are you going to really just jump off him, or All right, here we go, Mindy. Let's get a game. We know what's going on. Here's the Mets taking on the Giants. Logan Webb? They can't win for him right now, and Peterson in here hasn't been that great either. But we're talking about the Mets a little bit. Here we go, Mets and
I'm going to go ahead and take the Mets here. Closely rated one for me, though, in this one. Mets average 5 runs a game of offense and have the better bullpen. I'm going to go Mets here.
All right, Mindy, on the Mets in this one. Look, that comment, we saw that. Rocco saying, does anybody realize how the Mets are crushing? Yeah, I mean, this Mets offense is just outstanding. You'd think Webb would have an advantage against guys like Pete and Canna and Marte. If he's in there today, everyone's going to be on the Mets. I'm on the Mets with you. I'm pretty sure,
Right.
Mindy. I'll take the Mets. I mean, Peterson. Look, I think he's up in a pretty good situation against this lineup. I would think maybe a couple of guys could have Crawford, if he's even in there, maybe Yaz, but I would think he could have a pretty strong day. Maybe it's still an even pitching matchup on the mound. You got to think Webb. It hasn't gotten a lot of run support also. We know that. All right, here, let me just run down the plays here. Demetrius, Mets, and over. Ash on the Mets. Mindy, you see where this one's going. I mean, why even?
Yeah, I'm going to say yes.
Consensus play. Here's the fun thing. Does anybody ever believe anymore in the fact that the Giants are favored in this game and everybody here wants the Mets? I guess the books are just giving money away. I'm the one I'm the one that's supposed to be the skeptical one here out of all of us. I'm going to go with the Mets today with you guys. And 7th Street will be, the Mets have a traveling road show. You ever went to a, Mets road game? I mean, they have, always have those orange T-shirts. They're at every game. All right, we're all on the Mets. I mean, it's like you'd go by the chat, Mindy. The Mets should be $2 favorites in this game.
Right.
White Sox and the Rays. McClanahan, Dylan Cease. This is a good game. I know that yeah, sure, Tampa's coming back to earth a little bit, but the White Sox, can they? What do you got here? Cease is fine. Come on, you guys.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the White Sox on the run line again. Had them yesterday. The good thing is the Kansas City Royals no longer hold the title for worst bullpen since the White Sox gave up, the late inning antics there. But yeah, I think this is definitely going to go ahead and be a pretty good pitching matchup. I'm going to say the Sox stay in it. I'm going to take them here on the run line.
Wow, the Sox moved to last in that in those bullpen numbers, huh?
Yep.
ERA and WHIP now the worst in the league, but you're willing to still back them, huh, Mindy?
Yeah, I mean, I think that they could go ahead and keep it close. I don't think there's any problems there with that. I expect both of these pitchers to go pretty late. They could probably get into 7 innings. I'm going to say in this one.
I mean, you think the White Sox should, be better than this, certainly right now. And the bullpen's been a big problem, and we know that. These offenses, I would think, would have a problem here today. These two teams tend to go over, but I don't know. With this pitching, you mentioned you think it's a strong pitching matchup, and I just have to agree with you. Takia, I'm not sure which game, so let me just start with Latifa here, over. Takia, if you were on this one, over. I'm sorry, let me know. Here's Tampa and under for Dimitri, or Tampa and I'm just Tampa and White Sox under, or is it Tampa and under? Yeah. Okay, here's a Nerfy for Blake. Raise money line for Ash. Big money line. Maybe that's what Mindy's why she wants to be on the White Sox today, and I feel like I do too, is because the price just still seems high.
Yeah,
McClanahan's
exactly. I mean, if I could get this one at a minus 150, minus 160, I'd probably take the raise. But if I'm looking at minus 180, don't like it as well.
Yeah, well, it's definitely 180, or if not a little higher. So Leroy says Rays at home easily. I'm taking the run line with Mindy here, you guys. Here's Butterscotch has a lock on the Nerfy in this one. And yeah, I mean this one I just first 5 under anybody. Okay, Takia over in this game, huh? Lousy Love Rays money line. I just can't do it at this price. I mean, we are seeing the Rays come back down to earth. Yeah, maybe because McClanahan, maybe that's a different story for you guys, and I don't have a problem with that because, we've teased the Rays, all the openers, all that, and other kind of mediocre pitching. McClanahan, he's the ace, right? So
Money. That's right.
Okay, here's your game 2 now. With I saw some comments in there. If you want to comment again, that's fine. But Marlins and Guardians, we do know a little bit more about this matchup with Garrett and Plesac.
Well, we took the Guardians yesterday, so I'm gonna stick with the Guardians today.
Yeah, do we need to? What did I do? What did
You
I
picked the
do?
Guardians. We had consensus.
Oh,
Are you changing your mind?
well, can we watch game 1 and come back?
Yeah, right. Right, to see how it goes. Funny.
Yeah. All right. Let's. I don't think other than the fact that my note says maybe it's my personal gambling notes. Wait for we're going to wait for game 1, but we better take Cleveland. We took them yesterday. We'll take them today. Let's just stick with that. I do think there's some market activity on the Marlins here that kind of says that maybe that they've got a shot here. Let's take Plesac. Look, Garrett, one of the few pitchers that if you bet on him right now, every time he actually brings you back more than a unit a game, I think, so far. So, all right, that's a tough doubleheader, you guys. But let's take the guard. I guess I've got a Guardian sweep. Okay, Reds and Pirates now with Cessa. Plesac's not pitching for the Pirates, Minnie. Sorry about that. But your old buddy.
Rich Hill. It's Rich Hill.
It's Rich Hill, yeah. That'd be hard for Plesac to. You could see where I typed in right over yesterday's game, I guess is what that says. So here's Rich Hill. He's a favorite.
So Rich Hill has 8.1 home runs per 9 innings. Cessa has 5. What's that?
Go ahead.
And Cessa has a 5 ERA on the road. I'm looking forward to a lot of runs here in this game. I'm going to go over the total.
All right. I'll go over. Why not? I think that the Pirates are going to get most of the runs here, but only 9 runs?
Right?
I'll go over with you. I don't know. Do you guys want to break it down a little bit more? We can, but no, for me, look.
Yeah, you have the total in there at 7.5. I like that one better, though.
Yeah, there it is, right? That was the total on the Plesac game yesterday. That's Thank you, Mindy, for pointing that out. A 9/20. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely would I like that. But I'll still go over with you. We're gonna have a lot of baseball plays here. It looks like today. Yeah, let's take the over in this one with Cessa and Hill. Look, Pirates. You guys love taking the Pirates, and why not? Pirates and money line for Blake. He will go over. And I don't have a problem. I know everybody's making fun of Hill but given the right circumstances, certainly in this way this Pittsburgh team has looked so far, you can do worse than throwing out a durable left-hander.
Right.
Here's Pirates over for Leroy. Brent's on the Pirates. Bionics Pirates. Ash says over. Demetrius Pirates. Mindy and I are on the over. And we're going to find a way on the Pirates.
Right.
Going to get a little chalky maybe in the premiums, but probably going to look to the Pirates today in this one. Like the way they've been going. All right, Mindy, upset city. The hats off to the Las Vegas Athletics. Maybe, as Tony's narrative might say, that the Athletics, with a little bit of organizational stability, could be turning it around. I don't know if that affects the play on the field. I'm not challenging Tony's assertion or anything like that. But the day they announce that they're likely purchasing that land or have agreed to it, they end up coming back, getting the win over the Rangers.
Well, I'm going to try going over the total today in this one here. You got a 10 ERA on the road and a 9 ERA at home. 6 runs of offense. A's allow 8 runs a game on defense. I'm going to go over 9.
Steam came in on the under. You don't care about that.
I don't.
No, and I don't know if I do either. With these two, I mean, if you think of any two teams right now in the whole league that are going over, and it's not because of the A's offense, certainly, although I think that, they might be a few slots here against Hahne that could do something. We haven't seen the A's lineup yet, but maybe Ruiz, top of the order. Maybe Rooker can have some success. Aledmys Diaz can have some success as well. And how about Langoliers if he's in the lineup today? So I think we could see these right-handed bats get a little something. Have to be happy for the A's picking up win number 16, Mindy. They're playing 200 baseball so far.
All right.
Maybe the Rangers will smash them. They probably will in a big way, but got to think the A's can. And they're showing some fight. They've lost all of Fujinami's starts so far. Let's take the over, though, at just 9 runs. Yeah, we're going over. Semien, Garcia, Jung, they're all going to hit Fujinami, I would think. What do you guys? Are they with us? Here comes Takia. Is that over in this game again? I'm sorry. Takia is so fast. I think I'm going to say yes, that's over in this game. Ash says Rangers run line. Texas run line here. Demetrius, Rangers money line and over. Look at this. I don't know. Texas and under. Are they both locks, Curtis? And if so, Curtis going against us here on the under. Likes Andrew Hahne. Lots of Rangers. Scoring, maybe, says Bionic. All right, Mindy, we're on the over. We're going to have some baseball action.
That's right.
Tigers and Orioles. Gibson here as a big favorite, minus 175. The total's 8 flat. I don't think that I might have got a little lazy on typing in these lines. I just type over, Mindy, over the previous game, with the pictures because I don't want to type the pictures, so apologize.
Right.
Embarrassing. Okay, the total's 8.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and go under the total here in this one. Kyle Gibson has that 1.42 ERA at home, 25% K rate. Tigers only averaging 2.8 runs per game. I think we can keep it under here in this one today.
Steam came in on the over. These two teams do trend a little bit over. I'm going to agree with Mindy. We're not getting the best number here. It wasn't 9, but it was definitely 8.5, maybe even juiced to the over a little bit on the opener. So it's been a pretty significant drop. Not saying it's necessarily sharp. Like I said, there was steam on the over. And in fact, I do see there were a few 9s at one point. Just no opening. Man, this total was all. I'm going to take under. It's got to be an under, I would think, in this matchup. Not going to even fool around with it. We know the Tigers lineup isn't producing too much right now, and they're going to be really up against it in this game. Talk about those these public favorites. I mean, this just reeks of it today. I don't expect an upset possibility here. Here's Orioles over for Blake. Big Lucci's here today. Big Lucci hasn't just got here, and Mindy shouting out our picks yesterday. Mindy 3-0. You know, we mentioned two more consensus. The other game we hit the side and total, you and I. So yes, Mindy was definitely 3-0. Free NBA picks yesterday. Demetrius on Baltimore, Leroy Baltimore. I'd say Baltimore to me, Mindy is probably more of a $2. Even I don't have a problem with $1.75 here in this one. Hope I don't get all juiced up in the premiums, but
right.
That's where I'm gonna be. Here's Ash on the Orioles. And Brent says kind of feeling Detroit today. And you know what? I don't actually. I look forward to some things maybe from Wentz. I think I have more expectations or promising expectations than most. So I think he can hold over a little bit on some of these guys and help contribute to an under. Certainly, some of these left-handed guys like Chucky, Adam Frazier, if he's in there, and maybe Henderson. So, all right, let's take an under here, Mindy. Wow, we're playing ball.
Right.
Red Sox and Brewers. Wade Miley. And here, $1.30-ish. Oh, it's down to $1.20. So maybe the Red Sox, after that victory yesterday, getting a little bit of support here in this one. And the total, 8.5, over 15. That's down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to go under the total in this one here as well. You have, Miley, the home ERA of 0 base on balls per 9 innings at home there as well. Garrett also doesn't put anyone on base when he's on the road here. Also has that 30% K rate. I really like the under here in this one.
Some of those days when it starts to feel I get not uncomfortable because, look at it. We had a good day yesterday. Feels good. I like the under. Red Sox and Brewers. What do you guys like? I agree with Mindy. Look, we've definitely seen the great Brewers bullpen, the great Brewers pitching so far, and they score some runs. And the Red Sox definitely can score some runs. But Miley's been okay, right? And I don't know. I think he could. I think against Verdugo he'll be okay. Against Devers he'll be okay. Against Yoshida, talking about some of these left-handers. So, if anything, the Brewers I think have a pretty strong advantage with some of their bats, especially Adames and maybe Contreras, maybe Anderson, maybe even the bottom of the lineup could get something done. But I think with an 8.5, I'm gonna take another under. I'm gonna go with you here. We're in lockstep right now. Funny how that worked. I mean, the other day, what did we have? We only had 2 out of 14, but
yeah, it happens.
So it looks like not a lot of interest in this game. Here's Ash with Brewers run line. Brewers run line at plus $1.60. Wow. Under for Blake. And there's a okay. All right, here we go. We're trying to get to the finish here a little bit. Astros and Braves. I think Curtis, he opens the door, he checks the time. I don't know. I see Curtis, like he looks like the guy with, looks like the guy who runs the place. Watch our time. Okay, what do you got, Mindy, here? The Braves. Oh man, I'm showing the Astros have moved to a favorite here to maybe even $1.15. A little bit of a shift here for sure.
Okay.
Even if it's a pick 'em, whatever, it's moving towards the Astros.
Okay. I'm going to go over the total here. Kyle, geez, he had a 12 ERA. Both pens are giving up the long ball here as of late, too. I like this one to go over the total late in the game here in this one.
Well, I hope it goes over early in the game because I'm going over.
Or that.
Mindy on. There are some concerns, but this Braves lineup right now, and you mentioned Kyle Wright. Yeah, the Astros, they've got to turn around a little bit. I have concerns because these guys can, I want to say, metrically, is that in a fair state? Like, they should be a little bit better than they have. Well, Framber's interesting because they've been losing some games with Framber.
They have, right? They have. It's been interesting. He's been, I don't know what it is. Again, it's kind of like Alcantara, right? It's like they give up these big innings where they just they're putting up zeros everywhere, and then they put up a 4 in the 4th inning. Like, it's just been kind of wild.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, Wright's not going to be a 12 ERA guy. I mean, he should be okay against guys like Dubon and Bregman, Abreu, but because I don't know, the Astros maybe aren't hitting what we're expecting. Maybe this is what's expected now. Again, we're still waiting for them to be healthy as well. So Braves money line for Blake, Astros for sure, says Ash. Braves again, says Bionic. So, and Butterscotch says the Astros bullpen blew those games, and that's not what we getting from the Astros, right? The best bullpen around last couple seasons. So, Big Lucci. Well, let's hope they get a few more. Let's take the over, and yeah, I'm going to probably trust this Braves team today, Mindy, especially if this looks like a good price. Darren on the Braves. All right. No wonder I can't sell keep talking about who I kind of like, but that's okay. I want you guys to win. You guys know you can trust our packages over there. You've seen what's going on. That's okay. We'll give you the free picks. All right, Mindy. Joe Musgrove is making his return today to the mound, and he's got a tough matchup here against Merrill Kelly. Here it is. I mean, I've talked about how Padres on the road. I had the Diamondbacks as a premium yesterday.
Right.
Maybe I'm a Padre. I've watched their games more than that's my team. So I'm the Padres correspondent. Talk about everybody in the chat. They're the correspondents of their teams. I had no way do I trust the Padres in this spot.
Right. That's kind of how I was going to look at it. I also had the Diamondbacks on the run line yesterday. I was really surprised at the Padres putting up a zero run. Yeah. But I'm taking the Diamondbacks on the run line here. Padres throwing Musgrove, as you said, out due to injury. Kelly 1-2, 2.53 ERA, 18 Ks. He pitched pretty good his last outing. He just gave up 1 run on 5 hits. Padres, are they really ranked 28th in batting average at a 2.16? And the Diamondbacks, quite opposite. They're 5th right now, a 2.64 team average. I would take those Diamondbacks today. But I'll be interested to see how Musgrove comes out here.
Yeah, I mean, look, it wasn't an arm injury. They broke his toe. I think he was lifting
Correct.
some weights and dropped a weight on his toe. And that sucks. I mean, if anything, and the thing about the Padres and their previous pitching history a little bit with since they've had AJ Preller is they get guys and then they make sure they go get Tommy John surgery to make him better. But Joe, this is a different type of injury where I'd actually have a little bit of concern on the comeback necessarily with mostly to me, not the push off or anything like that. In fact, I don't even know what's told it, but the repetition of not pitching when you were nursing a broken toe that came in the middle of spring training. So you didn't get that full, and that's what's kind of delayed him. He wants to be fully ready, but Merrill Kelly is pretty darn good. No doubt. So, and the Padres struggling. Ash will take the Padres. Arizona, what's that, Curtis? Arizona plus 2.5. I mean, that's
Super
fine.
run line.
Yeah, oh, no, I get it, but I just thought that might be. I mean, Mindy, I'll take him on the run line with you. I'd take him on the money line, quite frankly, today. Here's Blake, Arizona money line, and a Yurfee, and yeah, Musgrove, but he was more just going through the mode. Unlike a Fernando Tatis, who he can go out there and dominate a AAA, and then now he's struggling. And again, I made the joke yesterday on, or I don't know if it was a joke, but on Tony's show that the Padres were problems with having too much money in their back pockets, weighing them down on the field. So that's the way I feel about it. I think I still think they'll turn around, have a fine season, probably make they couldn't miss the playoffs with the lineup they're throwing out there. There's no way they're going to finish 28th in batting with that line. But again, Soto's broken. I mean, he has a swing that, right? It looks beautiful when he's the best hitter in the league, and then when he's not looking so good, it looks like he's forgot how to swing. So I'm not sure. Let's take Arizona run line here, Mindy. Plenty of support for the money line, but we'll take them on the run line because you said run line, and then I do want the Padres to win.
There we go. See, we can have both things occur.
And coming up soon, Mindy, I wish I could get this for you, is Joe Musgrove Bucket Hat Day.
Really?
Yeah, it looks really cool. His family runs a coffee shop. He's a player that I covered extensively as a high schooler.
Really?
And his parents have a coffee shop. Like when Musgrove wins, the Padres win, the coffee shop, and it's like rural, out where I was at.
Okay.
And when he would have when he had the no-hitter, the coffee shop had a line of cars a mile long to get to the parents' coffee shop, and the thing actually has coffee. It says Musgrove with coffee cups on it.
Really?
Yeah, you'd love it.
I'm gonna write it down. Maybe I can find
probably get one off of you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, your two teams here. So we'll go to our correspondent, Royals and Angels. Mindy, I had gave out Angels run line. Like I said, we nailed this one yesterday. I gave out Angels run line. You gave out the under. I'm sure we'll get it right here today.
I'm sure of it, right? Because I'm picking the Royals here on the run line. They're throwing Greinke. He's 0-3, I know, with the 4.03 ERA. But he does have 17 Ks this year. Anderson hasn't been pitching all that great, right? 6.75 ERA, 10 Ks. Allowed 6 runs in his last start in just 4 innings here. I think he might be able to help these Royals in their streak. I mean, they're sitting right behind the Padres, so they got to keep pace. I'm taking the Royals here on the run line.
Oh, I don't know if that's a little bit of a dig, because I do.
It's a lot of dig.
Yeah, I do been giving them a hard time, but I like have a soft spot for these Royals.
Yeah.
Well, because I used to root for them against the Yankees back in the day in those playoff games that I ditched school in the 70s and watch them because they'd be playing at 10 in the morning on TV on the West Coast on national television, the way they used to do it. So Royals probably, pretty tough against Anderson, but Anderson just hasn't been good enough. I'm going to go I'm over in this game, Mindy. I know we went under yesterday. I'm going to take an over here. Is it 9.5 still? 9.5 juice to the over. I was thinking premium, and maybe I underestimated the line a little bit. It's too high. I do like the over. I preferred it over 9. Here comes a couple of plays here, I hope. Here's Curtis with the Angels and under. So, Curtis is fading us in this one. Takia on the Royals. Blake under. So I'm on the over, you guys, in this one. Mindy's on her Royals. I say her. She's an Angels fan too.
Oh yeah, both. I say I'm a Royals fan during the day and an Angels fan at night.
Well, this game's at night.
Right, so I'll be conflicted.
Well, that is interesting, Big Lucci, because that let me tell you, I will say this. I mean, that used to be an industry standard, so that's why you're going to see. And I don't know, I haven't checked with BetMGM in Nevada. I would think that Nevada's they're behind the times. Like I said, multi those multi-game parlays. What do they call it? The multi when you play the same, like correlated. That
Same
was
game
like
parlay. Yeah.
a no-no back in the day. You never could do anything like that. Um, Now the books kind of like go with it because given they think they can just crush us so much with other things, and they do. So they've loosened up some of those. And I was flabbergasted when it started to happen with these multi-game parlays. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but
Like a same
we're
game parlay.
same game parlay, right? Where you're correlating some of these actions, players to go under their point total, parlayed with the under in the game. Uh,
Right.
and again, those people weren't even available in Nevada back when it was only Nevada, but there was just certain things you could not do, such as a run line with a total. Uh, but now I think maybe because there's just so many products, and when I say products, I mean offering of different styles of bets. They feel it's safer for them now to be able to allow that, throw the players a bone a little bit, and they'll crush us something else. Ash is on the Angels here, so thanks, Big Lucci. Good comment there. That is something that can be discussed at length. Not a lot of opinion on this game, Mindy, but. You're on the Royals run line and I'm on the over. Okay, we're just about done here. Except I'll have some football picks when we get Mindy getting with the plays lined up. She'll be busy with this baseball. Cardinals, Mariners. Good matchup, I'd say, still, even with whatever's going on with the Cardinals at this point and the Mariners, both under 500. Think we were expecting a little bit more from both, maybe more so from the Cards. What do you got here?
Uh, well, I mean, Mikolas just hasn't been pitching well, really at all. 8.10 ERA, 19 Ks, 5 walks. I think that would let the Mariners maybe get on the board here early, often. Cardinals offense, I think, will take a little bit more time to get rolling here facing Castillo, but the Dodgers didn't seem to have. I shouldn't say the Dodgers. The
Yeah,
Cubs
yeah.
didn't have too much trouble facing Castillo here the last time out. Mariners bullpen. Um, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're great either. I'm going to go ahead and take the over is kind of what I'm getting at here in this one. I think that's kind of how it's going to go. We get a lot of Seattle runs, and I think maybe we're going to get a little bit of Cardinal runs. I think it's going to get over the total today.
I do too. And Curtis does have over as a lock in this game. And saw yesterday Cardinals jump out to a lead. Seattle come back, tie the game, go right past them, won the game. Sharps are going to be on the under here. And maybe let me see what I have on the screen. It's 7.5. Yeah. And 7.5. I'm totally fine with that. I know it didn't make it to that number yesterday. And this Cardinal lineup for whatever their problems are. I mean, you'd think they should be better at this point going up against Castillo. I mean, that's a pretty tall order, but I do think it'll be on the Mariners to be able to get to Mikolas a little bit. Talking about, again, popular public favorites really getting it done right now. I think the Mariners, let's see what the chat has to say in this one, Mindy. Curtis did say Cards, but here comes Butterscotch Seattle, Blake Seattle, Mariners Seattle, Mariners by everyone. It isn't yet Bionic. We just have 3 or 4 on the Mariners, so that wasn't as overwhelming as like that Mets play that we had. But again, this is another significant public favorite that looks pretty strong tonight. They're probably going to need at least 5, Mindy, or maybe 6 to get us there. Maybe the Cardinals can Castillo, and the way these Cardinals are hitting, that's what worries me a little bit. But let's take the over in this one. These two teams haven't been overwhelming under teams, and I think Castillo's been okay right now. Okay, Mindy, get the plays up here for us, and let me pop in. I'll pop in those plays while she's getting the baseball and the hockey there. Today, I do have a few of these minor league football plays since I swept the board
I
last
saw
week.
the showboats on rerun last night. I mean, I didn't watch it, but I saw they were on rerun. So
All right, well, I've got a
excited about
pick
that.
on that game here today, so let's take a look. And the Guardians are going to take on the Battle Hawks. We should have a trivia. Maybe we should have a trivia. Do you name your cities? Right? Is everybody up? And I was playing a little joke. Like I just put these Guardians. We know that the uh, Cleveland baseball team. Hey, this is the Orlando Guardians and St. Louis Battlehawks. And this one, I'd like the over in this one. This one's been pretty much hit hard on the over. Probably missed the best of it, but hey, we're under 7 touchdowns, and who knows? I mean, they could go for 1, they could go for 2, they can go for 3 in this league. So let's take the over 49. You like these handicaps? Hey, defenders and the Brahmas. Everybody, you got everybody naming the cities on this one. In this one, I've got nothing for you. Defenders on the road here, 3-point favorite at San Antonio. This is DC, 8-1, best team in the league. Only a 3-point favorite against San Antonio's 3-6, but they've been just a little bit improved of late. So I don't know. In this league, give me the Defenders. We're giving out free picks here, and they make videos of me. So, all right. And NBH Woo, thank you. I will mention it. I've got a few more football coming up, but this is a big, big boxing match. Many are calling it the fight of the year. So I don't have a selection on this one, what they've been talking about, but you do have Davis. He's what? Let me see. 220 favorite. Pretty much opened there. Over under in this one is about 8.5 rounds. And that's going to go off at 10:50 Eastern, 7:50 Pacific tonight. Garcia and Davis. I'll have a UFC card as well tonight. Feel good about this one. We're going to be a little bit chalky as usual with me on UFC. I'm not as good as my experts on the podcast. They're giving me these dogs, and I'm trying to handicap, trying to know what I know. And I don't know. They hit them, and I just refuse to believe. I don't refuse to believe that for those first ones were the XFL. And we're going to do some USFL here in just a moment. Mindy, here's our plays in the NHL. Jets and Kraken under. Okay. Mindy, I just got 2 more. Bear with me here. Hey, it's everybody. It's our favorite team, the Gamblers. They're going to be going up
Gamblers.
against New Orleans. I'm going to give a play out. Let me see here. In this one, I do have it here written down, but I wanted to look at the game time here. 9:30 a.m. Hey, I'm going to do this, Mindy. I'm going to have a side and total in this game, but I'm only going to give out one here on the show, and I'm going to invite everyone to join us in the Discord. I don't know. You don't want to bet on these games if you don't want, but I am
giving a tease.
Yeah, I'm going to get you to come into the Discord. I'm going to give out right now the over in this game. With Houston Gamblers, New Orleans Breakers. But join me in the Discord. I'm going to give out the side a little later before the game starts in an hour. We've got to get these plays going here, Mindy.
Right.
Yeah. One more here. You talked about the Showboats, and they're in action today. They're taking on the Stallions. Take the Showboats. Mindy's favorite team.
It is, because it was funny because, Blake was on there saying, "Hey, I didn't even know they were back in action." So now whenever I see him on, I was like, "Oh, Blake talked about the Showboats." So that's how it went last night in my head.
That logo. All right. The Showboats +7 take them against Memphis. Birmingham. The men take the Memphis Showboats over the Birmingham Stallion plus the points. So old guys like me remember those USFL names. All right, go over to Tony'sPicks.com, get our premium picks. Mindy are going to leave real quick here, but we do want to tell you our premium picks over there at Tony'sPicks.com. Our best picks are coming up right now. Stick with us all day. I imagine there's going to be some volume from Mindy and I coming off a strong day yesterday. Both of us had winning days. 7 wins, 3 losses for Mindy. 7 wins, 3 losses for me. Morning Steam was a winner. So head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Check out our premium picks section over there. Take a look. There you see us, right? 7-4. I'm sorry, Mindy. I don't want to get it wrong. Definitely 7-4 yesterday, but there's our team Steam also 6-3-1. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all of our premium pick packages on Saturday. Why not team Mindy up with us in the 2-for-1 capper promotion over there at Tony'sPicks.com? All right. Thanks to everyone in the chat. Great job. Thank you. Thomas is saying, don't forget about the what, Mindy? What is it going to be? Because we got to go. Big Lucci had over in the fight. Thank you, Big Lucci. That is our official. Big Lucci is our official boxing correspondent today. He gives out over in the fight tonight. Mindy, I'm betting that.
All right. Take the over. Okay.
All right.
I got it. All right.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much. For Mindy Hahne, I'm Ramon Scott. Thank you for joining us. Catch us tomorrow, more Morning Steam, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, 6 Pacific.
Bye-bye.